Today we were having a meeting with our artists through the CMOs with the regulator Kecobo because of the issues that our artists are going through, and particularly the CMOs who are not actually getting licenses from our regulator. So we had to have a meeting with them so that we hear their side of the story and what issues that they're going through. You remember the essence and the focus of Kenya Kwanza is to have a very creative economy for this country. And this is the only way we can actually help our artists. And as it were, bottom up is the way the artists are doing. So when we were having this meeting, we have had quite a number of things that the musicians and the CMOs are having by not having a very conducive environment to do what they are supposed to. So as a committee oversighting the arts, sports, culture and the heritage, we thought it is wise to get it from the horse's mouth, and the challenges that CMOs are having and the artists is actually created by the regulator. And we have given instructions that now the regulator is supposed to create a very conducive environment for CMOs and artists to operate, and particularly giving licenses for CMOs to collect and also enabling them to have enforcement police to actually make sure that what is due for the CMOs that is supposed to go to the artists is done. So that is the way we have decided to go, and we have given instructions to the regulator, Mr. Sigei, to make sure that by next week the CMOs that have not received their licenses should have received and been given their licenses, and most importantly also to make sure that they enforce the collection of royalties for our artists, particularly from the media houses, from the matatus, and also from the hotels that use our musicians' music to make money, and yet the musicians themselves are not doing as much. So this country and this government of Kenya Kwanza is focused to actually see that what we told people about bottom up and what we told people about pesa mfukoni, we have got to be seen to be doing exactly that, because we mean what we say. Thank you so much. Do you believe it is true, and that is the feeling of everybody, but you see there must be a procedure. And meanwhile, before we handle Sigei's case, we must make sure that the CMOs are collecting. Because if we focus on removing Sigei in the office, then what is supposed to be done right cannot be done. And that will not be helping the industry to grow. So the issue of Sigei, because we have had, and there are few anomalies that he has done that are not right, we will engage it and actually advise the CS and the president at the same time that even Sigei has overstayed in the industry, and he has done more harm than good since his inspection. And this has come out in this meeting, that before Sigei came into this office, CMOs collectively were collecting in a year a whole 365 million. But since Sigei took over, they can hardly even make 50 in a year. And you see, the people who are now suffering are the musicians. And therefore there is every reason for either honorably Sigei to ask for early retirement, or basically for us to embark on the route to have him out of that office.
Mr. Pele, what kind of mechanism do you think would be applied from your committee and then to enforce so that the mtu chini, the owners of the music, to get proper remuneration?
It is so clear about the distribution of royalties, because the law says dispute 70% to the artists, remain with 30% for administration. And that is very clear. But you see, the outcry is because there has been no collection. And therefore, whatever little that is gotten when it is disputed to the artists, they think that it is not worth, and they think that something has gone wrong. But the issue is the environment of collecting has not been facilitated with CMOs, and therefore Kecobo has not done its work to enforce the law for the people who are supposed to give the money back to the CMOs are not doing that. So we are embarking on that, and I can assure you that we will oversight that 70% goes to the musicians and the 30% remain with the CMOs for administrative costs.
Maybe
it is not about the regulator to respond. It is about to do what is the right thing. What we have told the regulator to do is in law, and we have said he cannot do anything short of what is in the act. So he has no choice. He has just to do what we have instructed him to do. As if he doesn't, then of course we know how to go about it.